Welcome. Now that you have filled out the forms you need to start your case, we will explain how to give them to the court. This is called filing your forms. You will give the following completed forms to the court. 1. Complaint for divorce. 2. The confidential information form, also known as the cross-reference form. 3. Any of the attachments related to property, child custody, and child support. And 4. An application for a fee waiver if you can't afford to pay the filing fees. Note, if you have any other motions to file, such as a motion for temporary alimony or exclusive use of the marital home, you will file those as well with the complaint. There are 3 ways to file your forms. 1. File them in person at the courthouse. 2. Email them to the court. Or 3. File them online using a website called Case File Xpress. We will walk you through each of these options. Your first option is to file all the forms in person at the courthouse. To do this, go to the Family Court Central Intake Center at the Moultrie Courthouse, located at 500 Indiana Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C. The Central Intake Center is in room JM 690, which is on the JM level. It is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. You will give your forms to a clerk at the Central Intake Center. If you are asking for a fee waiver, the clerk will process the application for a fee waiver first. Once the court either approves or denies your fee waiver application, the clerk will review and process the rest of your forms. The clerk will assign a number to your case. This number is called the case number. The clerk will give you a document called a summons. A summons tells your spouse that you filed a case against them. The clerk will also give you back a date-stamped copy of the forms you filed and a copy of the summons. This is called the service packet. You will need to serve the other party with the complaint, any other filings such as a motion, and the summons. You do not need to serve your spouse with the confidential information form or the application for a fee waiver. The court will assign a judge and set an initial hearing date. The second way you can file is by email. If you do not want to come to the courthouse and you're also filing an application for a fee waiver, you can email your completed forms to the Family Court Central Intake Center at familycourt.cic@dcsc.gov. You should explain that you are starting a new case and whether you are applying for a fee waiver or not. A clerk will review your forms. If there are any mistakes on your forms, the clerk may email you back and tell you what is missing or needs to be fixed. Before the clerk accepts your forms, the court will review your application for a fee waiver. It will either be approved or denied. If the court approves the fee waiver application, the clerk will process the rest of your forms. The clerk will then email you a date-stamped copy of the forms and a copy of the summons. You will need to serve your spouse the complaint, any other filings, such as a motion, and the summons. You do not need to serve the confidential information form or the application for the fee waiver. Again, the court will provide a case number, assign a judge, and set an initial hearing date. If you are filing in person and the fee waiver is denied, or if you do not apply for one, the clerk will upload the documents and provide you with stamped copies to serve the other party. If you need to file documents in this case in the future, you can do so in person or through Case File Xpress. If you are filing by email and the fee waiver is denied, or if you do not apply for a fee waiver, the clerk will confirm your filings and email you back instructions on how to upload your documents on Case File Xpress. The clerk will email you the case number, the Case File Xpress website link, and instructions for how to file using Case File Xpress. In order to use Case File Xpress, you first have to register and create a free account. Once you go to the website, click on the orange button that says Register Now at the bottom of the page in the middle column. In the Type of Filer field, if you are representing yourself, select the option in the drop-down menu next to Pro Se, non-attorney representing him/herself. Click Next and follow the instructions on the screen using the filing code the Central Intake Center clerk gave you. If you have any questions about Case File Xpress, you can contact them by calling 1-8885-97587, emailing support@fileandserve.com, or live chat with them on the website. After you get a copy of the summons and date-stamped forms, you will need to have someone give these court papers to your spouse. This is called service of process. The court does not do it for you. To find more information about how to properly serve your spouse, go to the website linked in the video description. Scroll down to the bottom of the page to the Service of Process tab. Click on the Expand button to view all the information. Please also watch the service YouTube video linked in the video description. After your spouse is served with the court papers, you must provide the court with proof that your spouse was served. To do this, file a form called an affidavit of service with the court. The affidavit of service must be signed by the person who served your spouse. Again, you can go to the link listed in the video description to find these forms. Once you click on the link, scroll down to the bottom of the page to the Service of Process tab. Click on the Expand button to view all affidavit forms. Just as a reminder, the Family Court Self-Help Center can help you fill out the forms you need to file. The Family Court Self-Help Center does not provide any legal advice. You can go in person or call them at 2028790096. They are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about how to prepare for your first court hearing in your divorce case, please continue watching the next video, How to Prepare for Your First Court Hearing.